Georges Dussaud's Photography Center Orlando Ribeiro's exhibition, Tres Montes, technical acknowledgements. The texts about the center were created within the project Culture for All Bragança, financed by the European Social Fund. Reference Norte 07-4230 00058 of the municipality of Bragança that was implemented by the Polytechnic Institute of Bragança. Instructions: we will start this audio-described visit to the exhibition about the geographer Orlando Ribeiro. This audio recording includes audio description, which is a feature intended for people with visual impairment. However, it also offers relevant information for other visitors that can make it easier to read and to access contemporary art. The visit is divided into different parts. Information about Georges Dussaud's Center, Orlando Ribeiro, the exhibition space, the wall text and the photos that are on the walls.
Georges Dussaud's Photography Center. The Photography Center started out as the residence of a noble family. In 1937, it was purchased by the city council and, after rehabilitation, it became the town hall in 1942. 40 years later, the building was transformed into a municipal cultural center, which offered a municipal library, theater and dance hall, music hall and painting and sculpture workshops. Around 2004, it was renamed Centro Cultural Paulo Quintela to honor the intellectual from Tres Montes. At this time, the remaining services were transferred to their current facilities. The library, the cultural center and the music conservatory are currently located in a building with almost 5 centuries, where the Jesuit College, the Diocesan Seminary and the Lyceum of Bragança have already been installed. On April 25, 2013, the Georges Dussaud Photography Center is inaugurated in Bragança, dedicated mainly to his extensive photographic work. For more information, access the audio about the building available on the project's YouTube channel. Orlando Ribeiro. Orlando Ribeiro was born in the city of Malveira de Serra Cascais, Lisbon, on February 16, 1911. In 1932 he finished his degree in Historical Geographical Sciences at the Faculty of Letters of the University of Lisbon. Later he obtained his doctorate at the Sorbonne, Paris, where he lived for 3 years and also worked with French geographers such as Albert de Mangan and Emmanuel de Martin. After returning to Portugal, he taught at the University of Coimbra and then at the University of Lisbon. He also taught in other countries, such as Brazil and Spain. In 1943 he founded the Centre for Geographical Studies in Lisbon, where he began publishing the magazine Finisterra. Orlando was one of those responsible for the recognition of geography as an autonomous discipline and scientific area. In order to consolidate his geographical studies and his extensive research, Orlando Ribeiro photographed the various countries he visited and about which he wrote, such as Africa, South America, and also Europe, namely Portugal. His main works were Portugal, the Mediterranean and the Atlantic, the Island of Fire and its eruptions, Geography of Spain and Portugal, Geography and Civilizations and Introduction to the Study of Regional Geography. Orlando Ribeiro received numerous honors and awards for his contributions to geography, both in Portugal and internationally. On November 17, 1997, the celebrated geographer of the 20th century passed away, leaving a vast legacy of his extensive work and research, as well as the training and guidance to many of his students and followers.
Exhibition space. We can enter the visiting exhibition room through 2 doors, one on the right and one on the left. In this exhibition, the entrance is done only through the door on the left, the other one is closed. After entering the room, on the left wall, you will find the wall text that we will read later. This room is rectangular, 7 meters wide and 18 meters long. The shortest sides of the room are to our left and right. The wall in front of us has 6 tall windows, sometimes with their shutters closed and sometimes open. Between the windows and the doors, we have walls where there are also some photos of various places in Tres Montes the geographer Orlando Ribeiro visited. The doors and respective jambs, the windows and their shutters are made of wood painted in dark green. The ceiling and walls are painted white, while the floor is made of light wood. From the ceiling hangs the tubular lighting that forms a rectangle. Orlando Ribeiro photographed Tres Os Montes traveling in a Renault 4L van and on foot, and found remote villages, at a time when there were still no highways. His wife, Suzanne Darvo, who accompanied him on many trips, said, "Orlando liked to understand how people lived, how the features of people's faces passed on from parents to children, what the routine was like in that place, and that sometimes took a long time." For Duarte Bello, this interest in life, beyond earth and stones, is what gives Orlando's photography the anthropological and ethnological side that makes it unique. There is still an emotional side, and this without giving up documentary accuracy. Duarte Bello revisited the locations in Orlando Ribeiro's photographs 30 years later to document changes in landscape and locations. This exhibition features a total of 19 photos. All of them are in black and white and depict landscapes during the day, without frame and without glass. Its dimensions vary between 50 cm by 70 cm and 80 cm by 1 m. Wall text. Let's start by reading the wall text. That is a poem by the writer Miguel Torga. Let's read it. "Come hither to the land of wine, new gods. Come hither, for it is from the word the smile of gods and of people when the truth reveal their faces. There were Olympus of sea and mountains, where the flower of bitterness gave perfume, where the shell of the hand drew from the fountains a coolness that tasted like fire. Come hither, beloved lords of youth, here you have the laurel of virtue, the olive tree of peace and the wildest of lily, and oaks, and old chestnut trees, in whose shades one heavenly slumbers that render dreams true." Let's begin the description of this exhibition, which includes a selection of 9 photographs out of the 19 exhibited. We start at the wall on our left and continue clockwise, ending near the right entrance door.
Photo 1, Basil's Village, 1958. A photo of a rural cottage on rocky terrain. In the center of the photo, a single stone house with a roof made of schist. On the left side, trees hide the walls of the house. In the upper right corner, tall pines fill the clear sky. In front of the house, some boulders with undergrowth. In the lower right corner, a white hen is pecking at the dirt floor. Photo 4, France's Village, 1958. Photo of a stone hayloft with a roof made of schist. In the center of the photo, we see the facades of the haystack or animal store, as it is called in Tres Os Montes. One of the haystacks has one of its wooden doors ajar. In front, a dirt path. In the left of the photo, the trunk of a tree whose branches cover part of the roof of one of the haylofts. We also see the blurred image of a woman dressed in black with a black scarf on her head that is walking to the right. On the right side of the photo there is a boy standing, facing us, wearing dark pants and a white shirt. He is supported on a stick. On his left side, we can see the tail of an animal, possibly a cow.
Photo 5, Rio de Janeiro Village, 1958. Photo of a path in the inside of a village, flanked by several houses. They are old buildings, made of stone, with stone stairs and balconies with wooden railings. In one of these houses, a wooden staircase leaning against the wall. Shrubs grow between the roofs and walls of these houses. In the background, the clear sky. Photo 7, Tour de Donut Charmer, 1958. Photo of several houses on the slope of a village. They are old houses made of stone and others of newer construction, painted white. On the upper left of the photo, the bell tower of a church, painted white. At the bottom of the photo, we see trees and a field of dry grass. In the background, the clear sky with some clouds.
Photo 9, Rio de Janeiro, House of Schist, 1958. Photo of a boy leaning against a large wooden door in a stone house. The boy is facing us, standing. His hair is short and he wears baggy pants and a light shirt. He's barefoot in the middle of the straw floor. His shadow is reflected on the gate. Above the door, a large horizontal piece of wood called lintel that sits on the doorposts and supports the weight of the construction above. The gate has 2 small doors that are closed with a special lock that is called carabello in Tres Os Montes. The carabielhos are made of wood and safely close these constructions where animals and farming tools were kept. Carabielhos consisted of a piece of wood about 10 centimeters that fit into another piece of wood attached to the doors. Photo 10. Houses in the village of França, 1958. Photo of village houses crossed by a small stream. On the left of the photo, a whitewashed house. It has 2 windows and a wooden door. On the right side, a high wall of dark stone with several bushes. Facing this wall is a man in profile holding a stick. He wears dark pants and a white shirt with suspenders and a straw hat on his head. At the bottom of the photo, a stream reflects sunlight.
Photo 12. Villa do Monte, 1958. Photo of several houses on the slope of a village. Occupying much of the photo, a set of old houses, made of stone that look abandoned. The roofs are already made of tile, but some are still of schist. The houses are very to each other. Around the village, the hillside with dry underbrush and some trees. Photo 15. Rio de Honor, Vazia, 1958. Photo of houses in a valley. In the center of the photo, a line of several houses. One of them is white and has 2 floors. According to Alexander Castro, the curator of this exhibition, it was the home of the tax guard. Around it, smaller and darker houses that seem to be supporting building. On the right of the photo, in a higher area, another white house that was the primary school. At the top of the photo, the dry hills, and at the bottom, croplands divided into plots. According to Alexander Castro, these fields were plantations of flax, very common in Trás Montes.
Photo 19. Miranda do Douro, 1955. Aerial photo of several houses. Much of the photo is occupied by the roofs of 24 houses. The roofs are made of tile but are already darkened by the passing of time. The houses are close to each other. On the left side, we see 2 towers of a castle that stand out from the houses. At the top of the photo, a vast plain with trees and fields. Closing words. We now come to the end of our visit. We hope you enjoyed Orlando Ribeiro's exhibition. This is one of the exhibitions with audio description that the Photography Center has to offer. If you want to get to know more of our visits, have a look at our YouTube channel with the name Cultura para Todos Bragança. Before you leave, we would like to ask your opinion about the Photo Center. For that purpose, please complete a short questionnaire available at the reception desk on paper or use the QR code to do it online. Your feedback is key to continuing to improve the audio-described visits and future exhibitions. If you wish to send an email to the Polytechnic Institute of Bragança's team with your opinion, please send it to culturaparatodosbragança@ip.pt. Technical acknowledgements. These texts were produced within the project Culture for All Bragança, Norte 074230 FSE 00058 of Bragança City Council, with funding from the European Social Fund, that was implemented by the Polytechnic Institute of Bragança. The photos were described by Marissa Afonso, with scientific review by Claudia Martins. Voices are from Narakit. Jose Luis de Castro and Marta Ochoa were in charge of the audio edition. The production was from Polytechnic Institute of Bragança, coordinated by Claudia Martins.